Hi, I'm Medina City Manager Scott Neal, and you're watching On the Job, a show where we take you behind the scenes to meet the city employees that keep Medina going and show you some things you can only learn on the job. You're joining me today at Lewis Park, and it's early morning. There's a lot going on here, but one of the things we're going to learn how to do today is stripe a field. Stripe a field in terms of painting a soccer field onto the grass so that kids can come out here and have fun with each other and have competitive games. So I want to introduce you to the guy that does this kind of thing for the city. His name is Marshall Siebertson.
Morning, Scott.
Marshall, good to see you. Marshall's a parks maintenance worker in our Parks and Rec department. And how long have you been doing this kind of work?
10 years.
10 years. 10 years here?
10 years here.
Did you do it anywhere else before that?
A year at City of Woodbury.
Okay.
But yep.
So tell me about your job. What does your job entail from kind of on a seasonal basis?
So spring sports, we basically set up soccer and lacrosse fields.
Okay.
From start to finish. So once the grass is ready to go, it's mowed, we lay it out. The old way was tape measures and string lines with aerosol and our old paint machine over here.
Yeah.
Our new way is GPS steered machine.
So I'm sure that teams and parents and fans come out here and they just don't know what happens. How does this happen that this field is laid out perfectly on the grass?
Sure.
So you're going to show me how to do that today, right?
Yes, that is correct.
I don't know if you know this, but I have previous experience painting fields. Right?
Yes. Yeah, sounds good.
You'll remember the great Bill Hanley.
Yep.
Bill and I worked together, and he taught me how to chalk a line on a baseball field.
Okay.
And he told me I was pretty good at it. What do you think? I could call.
I've seen a lot worse than this.
So, but I also had a lot of experience in my younger days when my kids played soccer of lining soccer fields myself. So I know how to use the trigger and the aerosol can and the string and the post on the ground.
Okay.
I was terrible at it. Okay. So that's why I became a city manager.
Okay.
And so I don't have to do that anymore. But I want to see a true professional do this in the modern way. So can you show me how it's done?
I'll do my best.
All right. So let's start with in terms of technology.
Okay.
How did you do this when you started working, and how do you do it now? So let's talk about how you do it now.
Well, there was a variety of ways. Okay, so aerosol, like you were trained in.
Yeah.
You basically square up a field site, pull string line, trace the line with the string with paint.
So the paint, there's a can of paint on this, and there's a trigger. You pull the trigger, and a line appears on the ground.
Yep, that's it.
And that's way back.
That's way back. So then,
innovation.
Step forward from that. This is a liquid formation paint. It's mixed 50-50 water paint. And you basically still have to set up the field the same way, where you right angle it, pull the string line, but you're in a vehicle with mixed paint that you're tracing that line.
Okay.
So you still have to use this in some cases, but this is primarily what that was.
So this could run a long straight, but it's not going to make an right angle.
No. So you're following the string the way it's laid out, and you just basically paint right over the top of your string line.
Okay.
Yep.
So a tank of paint in the back of a truck and a sprayer off to the side.
Yep.
And now how do you do it?
Okay, so the new way eliminates the tape measures, eliminates the string line.
Okay.
You have a preloaded program of the footprint or the field design that you are painting. You go to an open area that has none of this equipment in it, hit start, and go. So it's still mixed.
This
mixed
is paint. Okay.
Right here, yep. And we actually use less paint with this system than that. It's a high pressure system.
Okay.
I would say half the paint quantity would be my best guess. We're still playing around with the water mixed and formulation, but yeah, it's
quick drying paint.
Yeah, it sets up, and you're using less product, and it's a huge time saver.
Okay.
Because you're not doing string pulling, you're not pulling tape measures.
So Marshall, you've seen this show before.
Yeah.
I like to try things, but I'm always with a trained professional like yourself. I've got a Minnesota driver's license.
Fair enough.
I think I could do this.
Okay.
As long as you're with me in there telling me how it's done.
Okay.
Would you be willing to do that?
That sounds great.
Let's get after it.
Okay.
All right, so Marshall, before we get started, this looks like an iPad with a program that's on it or an app that's on it that we're going to use to sort of navigate around these fields. Can you tell me just a little bit about how it works?
Okay, so this tablet right now has a preloaded field of an intermediate field size. The blue X with the line marks your starting point.
Okay.
You want to be on the inside when you're going around the field perimeter. So as you do a line, it will, paint will start, finish. It'll automatically shut off at this corner here.
Yeah.
Then it'll advance to the next line. So you're going to do another perimeter or a goal box.
So we talked about this being a GPS-driven vehicle. There's a steering wheel here. Am I steering this?
Well, can I let you in a little secret?
Yeah.
It drives by itself.
It drives by itself. It's an autonomous vehicle.
It takes control.
Okay.
So yeah, it basically does.
So if I grab the thing, what happens?
It'll kick it out of its auto drive mode.
Okay.
And it'll be in manual.
This is
and you can manually do that here or with the steering wheel. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Let it do its thing when it's doing it.
Let's give it a try. Look at that, man. It's working.
Okay. It is working.
It's working.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to stop, back up to the starting point, and it's going to be very close to this tree. Maybe a little faster. We'll watch behind us here. We're going to test that driver's license.
So we're here, we're lined up on the line, and this is locked in and we're ready to go, right? Yes?
Yes.
Let's go. Hands off. Burn high.
And then when we get to this corner, that nozzle will automatically kick off.
Marshall, that was an adventure.
It was. It was.
But it wasn't as easy and automated as I was expecting.
Fair enough. No, and I mean, you still have things you need to watch for. I mean, your starting, stopping points. It's technology.
There are trees out there.
Yes.
There are kids running around. There are people. So it's not just like a robotic thing that's going, right?
Exactly. You're still having to pay attention to other items in the machine.
But I can really tell from a technology and just a work standpoint how much value this adds to your job.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure.
Heavens yes. Yeah.
So how many of these do we have?
This is the only one we have right now. Okay. Yeah, and there are other municipalities that have them for the same reason.
Okay.
Time savings and the convenience of having areas that you can lay out pop-up sport fields, which is real nice.
Well, it was an amazing experience. Thank you for showing me how to do it. Really appreciate what you and your team do for the city.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your work here.
Have a good morning.
You've been watching On the Job, a show where we take you behind the scenes to show you the people that keep Edina going and show you some things you can only learn on the job.